All right. Is Dominion Method Gaming, are you more family oriented or more strictly business?
No, no, that's a good question. I think we're both.
Okay.
Honestly, I think we're both because the thing is that me, I mean, I have really good relationships with all my players. You know, we always have a one-on-one. If they have any concerns, any thoughts, anything they want to add in to make things better for us as a whole. And plus, at the same time, one of the things I'm proud most about my guys is that they all get along just fine. Basically, one of the main things about DMG is that there's no rooms for egos. Everyone has to get along in one form or another. Plus, at the same time, that's one things I look forward for future and potential players is that you have to be humble. You have to be down to earth. You can't have an ego. You can't think that you're the shit and you don't stink because you'll get yourself cut down very quickly. There's just no room for egos, and I think that's one thing about as when it comes to the family oriented part of it is that all of us we get along, we help each other out, we give each other advice. And like perfect example, I mean, on East Coast Throwdown, I don't know if you have seen videos when Info was playing and they had a crowd reaction shots of and when he was winning, the person that was sitting right next to him was Rico, was cheering him on, giving him advice, making sure that he's okay, because I mean. Great, yeah, you're playing, but there's a lot of pressure when you're playing, especially when you're playing some of the big league guys like Sanford and Laturo and Flash Metroid. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of pressure, you know, for one individual to go against those guys, especially in one day, and to be able to perform at a high level as Info has. I mean, support goes a long way, and that's what we do. You know, we help each other out as a family. When it comes to the business aspect, that's all me. I'm pretty much the brains behind DMG, and I pretty much make sure that everything is running smoothly behind the scenes of DMG.
Okay. That was a great answer. Now I want to ask you. Well, actually, can you explain to the listeners and the viewers out there on how exhilarating and stressful it can be to run a tournament level game or gamer team or clan?
It's I guess I haven't reached I guess I haven't reached that level of stress because I'm enjoying this way too much. Maybe I shouldn't be enjoying this as much as I am, but I am loving every single day doing what I do right now for DMG. I think the most stressful thing is to have people look at our direction.
Okay.
I think that's the most stressful thing because I'm not putting anybody on blast because I'm not the type of person that would give people's name and try, you know, shit on people. But there's a good number of people who I approached about DMG and certain people who I asked for, let's do this, let's do that together. This would be great. This is my idea. And, just like anything else, most people are, skeptic and, it's understandable to do so, especially if you're talking to someone you never knew or someone that's representing a brand that you never heard of, which is totally fine and it's totally understandable. It just feels real good when those same people come back and ask me to do the same thing I asked them months ago. And it's not being cocky, it's not being conceited or anything. It's just a very good feeling. It's an accomplished feeling of knowing that you're doing what you're doing it right. Because people are looking your way, they're looking at your direction. And it's a wonderful and it's a fulfilling feeling knowing that at the end of the day, it could be 1, 10, 20 people a day, but at least one person know who we are. And when, ever since we started this over a year ago, people didn't take us seriously. People think that we're just a bunch of guys, playing video games and they don't think nothing of it and pretty much a ripoff of some of the major clans or groups out there. But slowly but surely, we're making ourselves our very own entity. And I think at the end of the day, as long as we have that and we're separated from everyone else, that's all that matters.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's see. A lot of fighting games are coming out as of late, and there's some more coming out right now. So are your members getting ready for the following? Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Mortal Kombat 9, and King of Fighters 13.
Well, I heard about Mortal vs. Capcom and King of Fighters, but I didn't hear anything about Mortal Kombat 9. I thought they retired that series.
They did, but Ed Boon is really pushing for Mortal Kombat 9 to come out like by the end of this year in December.
I hope it's serious. I hope it's not a joke.
I hope so too.
I hope so. I hope is pretty much as gritty and grimy as Part 2, but with the mechanics of Part 4. Not Marvel DC crap. None of that craziness. It's just they really, I don't know what direction. I know they're doing a whole market thing and trying to, expose people to different of the game and this universe itself, but they really, I'm just not gonna say nothing.
Okay.
But offhand, no, I don't know if my guys are planning to venture into those games. But I will say this, if my guys are not planning to venture those games, I will be looking for players who will be more than willing to venture in those games. Right now our roster is small, but in some ways it's good and it's a bad thing. Our roster itself is small, but at least the roster itself is known. The names that I mentioned, each of them are known of who they are and what character they play. Also, with the I feel real bad because I just realized we also have a Tekken 6 player as well, and his name is Grimy Grizzly. He's also a very well known Tekken player in his community. So Darnell, my bad. I totally forgot about you. I know I shouldn't have, so my bad. But but my guys. Personally, you never know. Maybe I'll get into Mortal Kombat 9 if it's serious enough. But we're always looking for players for any game, and there's always room for expansion. But for those games that you mentioned, I am looking forward to those, especially Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I'm really looking forward to that one. That's going to be very awesome because I've been waiting for 10 years since they dropped it.
Yep.
Since they dropped Marvel vs. Capcom 2, so I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, you never know. You never know.
Okay. What does a person have to do to join Dominion Method Gaming?
Well, basically, all they gotta do is just stop by our website on www.dominionmethodgaming.com and just stop by the DMG link. It's the very first link where it shows camps. And when they look at the very bottom, they say contact us or email us, and just send an email like, hey, who you are, who you main, or like if you want to play Halo, you can do that. Modern Warfare 2, Street Fighter 3, whatever your poison is, just let me know what it is, and we'll definitely do a trial. As much as I want to recruit everyone, obviously that's not possible. But all they gotta do is send an email, and then we just take it from there.